The views and opinions in the following program remain those of the producer or sponsor, and not those of Medford Community Cablevision, its staff, management, board of directors, or other affiliates.
Hi, I'm Lisa O'Loughlin, co-chairman of Medford's File of Life Committee, here with several other committee members to tell all of our Medford residents about the Medford File of Life program, its value to you as residents, its importance to our first responders. Here with me today is Captain Clemente, who's in charge of emergency services for the city of Medford, amongst many other duties, yes, and one of the original File of Life Committee chairpersons. And Pat Ferragamo, a community resident who not only lives with housing, but has helped the residents in all of Medford housing buildings with the File of Life program, staunch supporter and user of the Medford File of Life.
Yes.
And Mary Ellen Dooling from Hallmark Health and VNA and Hospice, who helps on the committee planning outreach programs and other special events that we do. Captain, I wanted to start with you being a co-founder of this. Tell us a little bit of the history of the File of Life.
Well, we've been going about 12 years now, and it's gotten stronger each year. We started out passing out the original cards to as many members of the community as we could, and it's basically just taken off from there through the media outreach that we've performed and some of the talks that we've gone to all the housing developments, and we've got a lot of them out there right now. And it's a big improvement over what we had. Years ago, before we had this program, the police, the fire, or the ambulance would go into someone's house. Maybe there was a medical emergency, maybe there was an accident at the house, and one of the first things that they're going to look for is basically the medications that somebody would be on. And I remember looking through file cabinets and drawers, hoping that you found the right medications and hoping that you got everything and hoping that the dosages were right. And you usher the person off to the hospital and hope that you had all the information. And it was really something that was kind of a shot in the dark. Mm-hmm. So this program here allows everybody to consolidate everything on one card, and it's just so much easier for the first responders, and it helps us to help them. And the hospitals are all on board with this as well. Up at the emergency rooms, they love to see these cards come in. It makes their job a lot easier, and they can begin corrective treatment immediately. And one important thing is the cards do need to be updated. That's huge. Mm-hmm. But this is a big improvement over what we're used to seeing years ago.
Good. We should tell our viewers that the File of Life program is actually a card of medical information. It starts with your name, address, phone number, emergency contacts, who your physician is, what medications you may be on, what medical problems you may have, allergies that you may have. This is actually a nationwide program, I understand.
Yes, it is.
But we updated the card to make it more friendly and appropriate for our area. Right. For example, we took off horse serum as an allergy.
That was a big one.
We don't have too many horses around here, do we? But we did add things like peanut allergies and shellfish allergies, which are a common condition. And if a person is in anaphylactic shock from an allergy, right, they need immediate attention. And if they can't speak for themselves and the first responder doesn't know what's wrong, they look at this card, it would help them determine what, right, may be the problem.
Right. Many times we go into a home and somebody wouldn't be able to talk because of a medical condition or an accident, mm-hmm, and these cards will do the talking for them. And we've encountered several occasions where somebody's not able to talk, or somebody may not be able to remember because of the number of medications that they're on. They may not be able to pronounce them, and it's just nice to have everything consolidated. So it's definitely a voice for the person.
Right. The File of Life comes in this red packet with a magnetic strip. It goes on the refrigerator. You mentioned that all of your first responders, police, fire, ambulance, are all trained to look on the refrigerator. Yes. No digging through drawers, cabinets, no refrigerators, no, bedside tables, no bathroom cup. Okay. Yeah. So there it is, all the information that's needed. There's also this small wallet size that can be in a lady's pocketbook or a man's wallet. And it too has all of the same information, so that if you're not in your home when there's a medical emergency, maybe you're out in a store or on the sidewalk, people do trip on sidewalks, they have that information as well. So that's kind of what it is. You've already spoken for first responders. Pat, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you see its value, both for yourself and your buildings?
Yeah, see, in our building, up at Bradley Road, 35 Bradley Road, and if someone calls, and the first thing you get is the fire department comes, and the ambulance, and they're, again, like I say, they go right to the refrigerator and get the form. And the thing that's nice about it is when you're leaving the hospital, they give it back to you. You know, and like today I was at my doctor's for a doctor eye appointment, and some of my medicine had changed, and I couldn't remember all the names, so I just gave him my little card here, and he just got everything he needed off of it. And they love it, especially go to the emergency. Because I had my gallbladder, and you get up in the room, and they want to know what your medication is. I just hand them a little card.
Pat, you've shared in the past, too, that in your building, when the ambulance does come, you tend to go to that resident as well.
Well, we try to, yeah.
Yep.
We'd go with them and make sure that the doors are open. Because, like I say, usually the police come, or the fireman has the Knox box, and they open the apartment door. Because some of the times the people can't get up. They're laying on the floor and stuff. Right. And it's great. They come in. They start working on you right then and there. And then if the ambulance gets here, they take you right up to the hospital.
And you've told us in the past that you go right to the refrigerator, too, and you make sure everybody in your building
that's right.
has the file on their refrigerator.
Yeah. And when I was working up at 121, I kept checking when I was working up there, and 90% of them had the card on the refrigerator.
At 121
At
Riverside.
121 Riverside Ave, yeah.
Okay. We talk about the value of this when a person cannot speak for themselves. Precious time can be lost trying to determine what's wrong. A diabetic, for example, that might be in a diabetic coma, can't speak for themselves. You look here, you see they're on insulin, you see that they're diabetic, and the first responders then can act a lot more quickly. But we also say this is only as good as the information that's on it. So if a person does not keep this filled out and updated, then it's really not that helpful. Anything's better,
Right.
but the more accurate it is, the better it is.
Right.
So we take a lot of pride in not only getting the word out about the file of life, but also in keeping it updated. We want to constantly be reminding all of our residents what they need to do and how they can get it. And we've done a lot of activity in that area. Mary Ellen, why don't you tell us about some of the things that you've helped plan throughout the year?
Well, you're right, Lisa. We every year try to guarantee that everyone knows about the Medford File of Life. And we do that in several ways. And one of them is recently you might have seen the ad in the Medford transcript. And this runs a couple of times a year, just trying to keep everyone appraised of where they can find it, how to contact us, etc. But we always try to find new places to reach out to people. And this year we actually attended the Caribbean Festival and handed them out there. There was a Hallmark Health-sponsored town festival, health fair, that we handed them out there. But we also have ongoing events, pretty much yearly. And some of those include all of the senior housing presentations that we do. We've actually made it to every single senior housing place in Medford this year. And what we try to do is, in our presentation, again, reiterate the importance of having these on your refrigerator. We try to help them fill them out using pencil because, as Pat, you mentioned, very important to keep them updated, so you need to be able to erase it when those changes occur. And sometimes they can occur frequently.
Yeah, I had three of my had to change today.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it's important to do it in pencil so you can keep that updated. But we also have an event every year at the Senior Center, usually in the spring, summer. And we have a host of people there helping everyone fill them out. And this year we also were able to distribute a letter to all of the participants in the Meals on Wheels program. Through Mystic Valley Elder Services. So about 80 to 100 letters went out instructing people where they could reach us, where they could find the File of Life, so they could put it on their own refrigerators. We did, from that activity, we were invited to do a presentation at the AARP, which was very successful. And I just want to mention the importance of how Hallmark Health and the ER department loves having these arrive with the patients. You're so right, Pat. When it's better if it's updated, but they are thrilled to get anything that they can, so that they know when a patient's unconscious and cannot speak for themselves, it's really difficult to figure out allergies, you know, what they can give the patient that won't cause a reaction, etc. So it is very life-saving for these to be filled out. And I know Captain Clemente can talk to this event. We did a 911 reverse.
Yes.
So I'll let you speak to that.
And we do have a machine at the police department where we're able to call out to the community, and we have done certain areas of the community, informing them about the File of Life and the importance of keeping it updated once they do get it. And we let them know where they can get the File of Life as well. And right now, it is at the police station. It's at all the fire stations. It's at the library. It's at room 214 over at City Hall. It's over at the senior center as well. And these are places that somebody could go to pick it up. And if there was a situation where they weren't able to pick one up, we would definitely make sure that they get it. Usually myself or one of the officers will run over and drop one off to them. Captain John Friedman of the fire department's been a big help. He actually makes sure that the fire departments are stocked up with File of Lives. And if they happen to go to a call where somebody doesn't have one and they think that they could benefit by having one, they actually have File of Lives on the back of the fire trucks, and the fireman will drop one off to that resident on a call that they're on. So that's been a huge help in getting this out to the residents as well.
Other members of our committee which help us do this outreach, of course, Wally Kountze, Special Assistant to the Mayor, is co-founder of this File of Life program and really the fuel behind it.
Yeah.
Camera shy nonetheless, but definitely the lead person on this. And Richard Raymond, Armstrong Ambulance.
Yes.
Right.
Because again, it's ambulance, fire, police. So we have Captain Clemente, we have Captain John Friedman, and we have Richard Raymond from the Armstrong Ambulance. You mentioned the Meals on Wheels program. We have Vita Poole from Mystic Valley Elder Services. And I believe actually it was closer to 250 Meals on Wheels recipients that got the letters. And as a result, a few people who didn't have them have gotten them since then. And that's the kind of success we have with the outreach. I want to mention Berland Edouard is on our committee as well. Berland works for Medford Housing,
Right.
representing the Haitian community, which is a very high percentage. And because of that and the need that we had to reach out to all of our residents, Berland helped us actually create a flyer that is in Haitian Creole. I should point out to our residents we have a brochure for the File of Life, explains what it is, how it is, and how to get it. And of course the cover, life is precious, every second counts. Do something special for yourself or someone you care about, get the File of Life. So Berland took the brochure and created one in Haitian Creole and is helping get them out to all of the Haitian residents in Medford Housing. And as a result of that, we have a program coming up. It's probably going to happen before this program airs on TV3, but it's a major outreach to be held at Watling Court on June 29th.
Right.
And we're going to have Hallmark Health Hospital and interpreters and some of the employees actually that are going to be there as volunteers. And we've asked our residents to come with their medicines so that we can fill out that card and get the information on there. So that's been a terrific help with having Berland help us with that translation and that outreach. And also not here today is Richard Watson, another community volunteer who has done many things to help us over the past 12 years get the word out. So today really was just another opportunity to tell Medford residents all about the File of Life program, its importance in saving time, in saving lives, in helping our first responders get the information they need, to make decisions, to act promptly at that time. If, again, Mary Ellen pointed out in the Medford transcript, reminding residents, is it correct and updated? Where to get it, the value of it. I would also be remiss if I don't thank our sponsors who are listed on the File of Life, giving us the financial backing to make this happen. It's not a free program. It's free to residents, but there is a cost, and that's taken care of by many of our first responders and healthcare providers in the city because, again, they have identified the importance and the value. So I thank you all for taking your time to come today and help me share this information with the residents, and I encourage all residents to get the File of Life if they don't have one, and if they do, keep it updated, keep it on the refrigerator, and if you have any questions, the numbers are Captain Clemente at the Medford Police Department and Wally Kountze at Medford City Hall. Captain, your phone number?
781-391-6414. And if anybody needs one and is not able to get out to any of those locations to pick one up, I'll certainly come by and bring one to them and help them fill it out. Just leave a message and I will definitely get back to you.
And remember, use pencil and keep it updated. We wish you all health and safety. Thank you all.